and killed in an instant. An 84-year-old driver crushed when this tree fell on his car in Fallbrook. It happened in the rain and the wind today on Willow Glen Road. We have team coverage of the incident and the weather. Let's start with 10 News anchor Robert Santos with the close call for another driver.
The Highway Patrol tells us that this tree fell on this man's van, killing him instantly. You could see here, this is the trunk of the tree, about 2.5 feet there in diameter. You know, when we drove down Willow Glen Road, I mean, look at it. First reaction was, this is a pretty nice drive with all the trees alongside, but unfortunately, it's also what makes this stretch of road dangerous.
The county is trying to determine if it was oversaturated soil or a dead tree that contributed to this freak accident. The huge oak tree toppled over Willow Glen Road, smashing this van around 8:30 this morning. The CHP says the 84-year-old driver died instantly.
I looked in the car and, he was unresponsive. He was right there on the wheel. The tree was kind of smashed behind his head.
Nate lives in the house closest to where the tree fell. He called 911 and then checked for some way he could help.
I was going to try to see if I could get him out of the car, but that tree is just so big.
Nate says about 20 minutes later, firefighters arrived, then paramedics and CHP officers. The man was not responding to them. They couldn't do much to free the man until a tree-cutting crew arrived.
The county really needs to come down and cut some of those trees down. I hate to cut them down, but, when it rains like this, it gets dangerous.
Lisa says her neighbor could have been the one killed by that tree.
She missed that tree for about 5 minutes because she was coming from further down Willow Glen.
This accident has her worrying again, not just because of trees, but because of rocks on the hillside.
Every time I pass by here, I speed up because I'm terrified that one day these damn rocks are going to fall down and kill somebody.
Back at the crash site, Nate says he's worried about some of the trees around his home.
This tall tree up here, actually, a big branch fell in the middle of the night, right in the middle of the street, and luckily no one was driving that time.
In Fallbrook, Robert Santos, 10 News.